Just check on both lineups at the start of the match. Aberdeen have made 3 changes from the team beaten at Motherwell in the CIS Cup last time out. Scott Severn is injured and Jamie Langfield makes way for Ryan Essen in goal. Gary Dempsey too is relegated to the bench, with Michael Hart and Darren Mackey restored to the starting lineup.
Yeah, straight into the 4-4-2 system. Jamie Smith, the man, had a great season. A lot of them players been underachieving this year. Conceding goals, not scoring many goals, been a problem, but Jamie Smith has been that bright, shining light. Looking for performances from him today.
And there are no fewer than 8 full internationals in that Hearts team. Only Roman Bednar is a significant absentee. He's still unfit. Otherwise, that's a full-strength team, with Edgaras Jankauskis returning after suspension to replace young Callum Elliott as Mikael Pospisil's partner up front.
Yeah, straight into a 4-4-2. We like for like, both teams playing a 4-4-2. Webster, Presley, the solid rock at the back, Gordon in goal. Pospisil and Jankauskis up front, they'll be the goal getters today, and Scatchell, that man, leading goal scorer in the SPL.
So, fascinating start to the match coming up, I am certain. There's that visitors' dressing room inside Pittodrie Stadium, and that's where we'll see Hearts come from. They're very close together, in fact, inside the stadium, and the referee's room also, I can tell you, not far away either. So there's the welcome for Graham Rix. Well, that's a very nice departure in view of what kind of publicity which has followed his appointment to Tynecastle, and I think everyone deserves a fair break and a fair chance to establish themselves in the job. Don't you agree, Mark?
Yeah, I think a lot's been said about his private life. I think it's all been well documented. It's now time to I think to judge him on the way his team plays and the performances and the results that his team get now. I think that's what it's all about. Supporters alike, players alike, all getting behind the man that's taking this club forward now.
So Stephen Presley leading out the Hearts side in their change strip, the white tops. Remarkable statistic that. Hearts currently showing the sign of the times. 8 full internationals will go onto the field here. A good handshake there with Russell Anderson, another colleague in the international squad for Stephen Presley. Craig Gordon, the keeper, right behind him. The only player who hasn't played either full international football or under 21 international football in the Hearts team is Julien Brellier, the French midfield player. Not easy, of course, to get caps for France. So the Hearts supporters are waiting to greet their team. So the two teams emerge from the corner familiarly. There's the banner behind the goal at the beach end as the sides into the arena to meet the referee, Craig Thompson, the man in charge this afternoon. So a reaction there as Graham Rix appears from the tunnel area there. John McGlynn still his lieutenant. Jimmy Calderwood, the manager of Aberdeen, looking for a much improved performance. So Graham Rix responding to a good greeting from the Hearts supporters. Not quite the same warmth perhaps from the home fans, but he'll be very happy indeed to get this match over. I've no doubt at all. He wants to get this game underway and get down to the real business. Jamie Smith celebrates his 25th birthday today, enjoying as rich a vein of form as he has done in his days with Celtic and Den Haag. 6 goals so far, but it offers creativity all across the front line.
Yeah, the big guy Jankauskis up front for Hearts. 4 goals in 13 appearances. A bit of a slow start to his Hearts career. Big handful, arms all over the place, uses his physique very, very well.
That's a delightful picture there. Jimmy Calderwood welcoming Graham Rix to Scottish football. Sandy Clark likewise. Former Hearts manager, of course, Sandy Clark. A club close to his heart. So the battery of photographers depart to make for their familiar positions behind the goals as Graham Rix is left alone to watch the match and influence the match, he no doubt hopes. Hearts get it underway. It's a very important match, with Hearts facing an Aberdeen team right out of form as far as playing Hearts is concerned in recent times. There's Jankauskis against Zander Diamond. That'll be a very tough contest, and there's the first foul of the match. Diamond on Jankauskis.
Yeah, that's what Jankauskis gives you. A big frame, ball knocked into him, arms up. Just shrugging Xander Diamond away there and getting himself a free kick early on in the game in a dangerous position.
The Hearts have this set piece to exploit. Scatchell and Hartley over the ball. Hartley plates it in. Watched very carefully there by Ryan S. That just needed a touch, that one.
Well, we've seen a few of those this season. Goalkeeper has to watch the ball, doesn't know whether to come for it, and before you know it, it's on top of him, but just got his angles right there. Good delivery in from Hartley.
Essendon's goal kick aimed for Muirhead. Crawford now with Mackey joining him in attack. Could be a potent strike force that once it settles down. They get to know each other a little bit better. First touch of the match for Craig Gordon, who enjoyed his 14th international against the USA recently, last week. This is Michael Hart restored to fitness. There's an injury problem though for Aberdeen right at the start of the match, and Xander Diamond has gone down and looks to be in serious discomfort.
Yeah, just came together. I think it was with Jankowskis. It's a bit of a sore one. Wood, unlucky manager, just jumps up here. Just didn't seem a lot in that. Just came down a little bit awkwardly.
Well, there wasn't anything that
Nothing
remiss
there
about Jankowskis, I don't think. There was...
No, I think it just came down a little bit awkwardly.
Well, this is a worry for Aberdeen, no doubt at all about that. On the bench they have young Andrew Considine, but clearly there's a problem in the way Diamond landed.
Looks like
the last thing they want to do is make a change at this point. Jimmy Calderwood in consultation instantly with Jimmy Nicholl.
It tells you've been planning away all week. You saw me there, a little knock on the outside of the left knee for Xander Diamond. You've been training all week, setting up, going through your patterns of play, and then this happens 2 minutes into the game. An innocuous challenge, it must be said.
It doesn't look good, I must say, at this stage of the match. The doctor has appeared there to examine Diamond. So they continue for the moment with 10 as Jankowskis wins the high ball again. He does have real presence up front, Jankowskis, and Russell Anderson, who's an excellent defender, doesn't have that natural strength and physical stature.
He hasn't got that that presence. I don't think Anderson's good. It's a good player, but as you said, it's that physical presence that Jankowskis has got. It's be a good confrontation between those two today. His skipper's role, leading his team on.
So Ryan S will take the free kick. Xander Diamond makes his way back in the field. They'll be watching him very closely, I've no doubt. Good reception there from Jankowskis. Really not ill will between the players. That's Muirhead's header. Strong challenge made by Nicholson, playing one in the four-man midfield for Aberdeen this afternoon. Michael Eunice couldn't find Pospisil with a pass. Strong challenge by Nielsen and Muirhead. It's turned away by Michael Hart. Michael Eunice again. Well, a very dramatic tumble there by Michael Eunice.
Right in front of the linesman as well. Just a kick on the left leg there, but looked like he'd been poleaxed.
So here's Ryan Essen now with a chance for the clearance for Aberdeen. They just can't seem to score goals against Hearts, that's a problem. 10 of the last 11 matches between the clubs, Aberdeen have failed to score. Quite remarkable. The exception being a 2-0 win in May in the league here. That's Muirhead's pass. Escorted carefully by Presley for Gordon. Those settled defences again, Mark. So important is it not to have that kind of consistency? Nielsen, Presley, Webster and Pizas in front of Gordon.
Absolutely. I think all managers could have a consistency. Two centre-halves and the goalkeeper playing guaranteed.
This is Jankowskis. It's a good pullback and very well defended by Hart. Michael Hart not pleased with his teammates about the way in which Jankowskis found that space. And here he goes again. This time it's won by Chris Clark. This is Mackey. Very quick indeed. He has support on the left from Crawford. Nicholson through the middle. Mackey through the middle. Smith arriving later. Strong defending again by Webster.
poor ball there from Stevie Crawford. Just needed to have a little bit more time on the ball there. Had numbers forward, four breaking Aberdeen players.
There's Richie Byrne to his former Dunfermline teammate Barry Nicholson. The shot by Crawford, completing the set of Dunfermline ex-players on the side.
A good snapshot there from Stevie Crawford. One thing on his mind, the ball just drops to him. Get that half turn, get the shot off. A comfortable save for Craig Gordon.
That's Byrne's pass, intercepted calmly by Presley. Now Robbie Nielsen. Well, the header was intended for Scatchell from Pospisil. Now it's Barry Nicholson, enjoying perhaps the additional freedom of playing in the centre of midfield. Under pressure from Hartley. Brellier very well played forward there to Mikkel Eunice. Strong play by Crawford. Now Jamie Smith starting the match wide on the right. Capable of playing on the left or off the front. Maybe challenge on Smith, but advantage allowed, and that's Mackey's shot. And referee Craig Thompson has words there with Julian Brellier.
Yeah, late challenging from Brellier and Jamie Smith. Danger man picks the ball up. He's doing this all season, cutting in, bringing players in there. And Mackey just getting half a yard, getting his shot off. But high, wide and handsome. A positive start there from Jamie Smith. That's what his manager's looking for him to do. Commit players.
All the players congregate around the centre circle for that goal kick. Well won by Anderson from Jankowskis. Anderson again. Presley very careful with the headed pass back.
That's important. We was talking about it before. Goalkeepers and two centre halves having a settled triangle there. A good platform next to build from. Being good at was Xander Diamond and Russell Anderson and Essen. With Webster and Stephen Presley and Craig Gordon ever present.
Mackey making a late challenge there on Webster, strongly. Webster, the player for Hearts who has started every match, the only one who started every match this season for them. This is Rudy Scatchell. Pass from Fisas intercepted there by Jamie Smith. This is Pospisil. Back with Brellier. Fisas with the pass, cut off easily by Hart. A little bit casual that from Brellier, allowing Crawford to collect for Aberdeen. Very ambitious pass to attempt.
Stevie Crawford's a little bit more experience in the player there, just trying to keep hold of the ball. A lot of loose passes going astray from both teams at the moment.
Kirst has got a touch, that's good. Covering play by Diamond. We thought he should have had the throw. It looks as though Diamond has made a full recovery though from that injury at the start of the match. Good play by Hartley. That's for Jankowskis, promising. Well, perhaps would have been better for him to pull that back.
Yeah, it's a great position he's taken up. We've been watching him for the first 9 minutes of the game, always getting himself onto the fullbacks, the smaller players. Poor effort, great ball. Hartley instinctively knowing where Jankowskis would be peeling off to the far post.
He did have two players in the box though to aim for. So Byrne now with the throw. The two Romanovs, Vladimir and Roman in the stand. Chris Robinson right behind them, former chairman and chief executive. Here's Jamie Smith taking on Fisas, and Hartley comes across, spotting the threat posed by Smith. Well, that's good play by Nicholson. Smith's at full stretch there. Retrieved here by Muirhead for Aberdeen. Byrne did well. Nicholson turning away from Brellier. That's good play from Aberdeen. Hart's cross. Good covering by Stephen Presley, but this is promising from Aberdeen.
Well, it's better play from Aberdeen, recycling the ball in one side out the other side, but not forcing the pass. Just retaining possession.
Here's Jamie Smith attempting the cross. He is the player though, provides that little bit of creativity and a little bit of inspiration. Do something unusual in attack. Diamond now to Clark. Good play by Diamond. Oh, that's missed by Michael Eunice. That could have been dangerous. Complete miss kick in the box by the young Lithuanian.
A big let off there for Hearts. Jamie Smith with a whipped-in ball coming through a number of bodies. Fortunately there for Michael Eunice, it just popped up into Craig Gordon's hands.
Michael Eunice with the header on. It's turned back by Hart to Essen. Good clearance. Disappointing control from Crawford. Jankowskis strongly challenged again by Diamond.
You'll have to be careful of that. He's under Diamonds a couple of times, he's just come crashing in. There's not a lot in it, but consistent fouling, persistent fouling. He'll be right on top of that shortly, I would imagine.
Patient build-up play from Hearts. Hart with the Presley. That's Michael Eunice. He's given that straight to Chris Clark. Smith very deep. Asking a lot of Mackey. Well, Webster, no frills, no fuss.
Yeah,
the way he goes about his business.
Just hands up there. Certainly didn't get a shout from his goalkeeper whether to knock the ball back or. So if in doubt, kick it out. Defender throw in.
Here's Crawford. Smith's cross pulled back straight to Webster. That's Mackey with a miscue. Here comes Byrne, Richie Byrne. Muirhead outside him, that's promising. Crawford couldn't get there. That's Smith! Brilliantly finished by Jamie Smith.
That's what that boy gives you. Right-sided player, eager to get involved in the box. Saw the build-up, got himself in there, and that's a clinical finish. Didn't panic. That's the best passage of play. A lucky break coming out. Richie Byrne, a super ball across, straight out to him. On his right foot, cool as you like. Goalkeeper no chance. Right into the corner here.
Well, that's terrific play. He took charge too. He took responsibility. Told Darren Mackey to stand aside as he placed that against the corner.
There's an informed, confident player. 7th goal of the season for his club. Taking his side 1-0 up. And the first real effort that Aberdeen have had at goal.
Well, Jimmy Calderwood has only watched 4 victories out of 14 in the league this season, but this looks much more promising. And remember that shocking goal-scoring record that Aberdeen have against Hearts in recent times. 10 of the last 11 matches, no goals for Aberdeen. That's all changed thanks to Jamie Smith. Graves Ricks really knows his team's in a contest. This is Michael Eunice, bundled over by Nicholson. What is he complaining about, Nicholson? He's arguing there with the referee. Why, I can't think, because this looks to be a clear foul.
Yes, indeed. Michael Eunice getting himself on the ball. Dangerous area here. I think Hartley will be the man. You've seen him put him in from here before.
Scatchell has the left foot for this on the angle. Hartley may try to deceive him, the keeper that is, with a right foot effort. Did his job. That's Scatchell again. Brave play there by Stevie Crawford. Took the full brunt of that shot from Scatchell. Still on the ground. This is Nicholson. Back to Byrne. Aberdeen don't want to stop the play, and that's where Crawford might have been, where Mackey put that header. He's back on his feet though. He's all right, but he showed a lot of courage there to block that shot. This is Smith. Celtic got 3 points ahead of Hearts yesterday. Perhaps expected that gap to be closed again to goal difference this afternoon, but doesn't look likely just at the moment. Long way to go though, as Diamond launches the ball forward. Crawford impeding Presley's attempt to play the ball. Good challenge by Brellier. That's what he's all about in midfield.
It's good play there from Stevie Crawford. There's a man set in there to break up the Aberdeen attacks.
Smith again. Finds its way across here to Muirhead. That's a very good ball in and had to be played by Webster. Gordon made the catch without real pressure being applied on him.
Ends up a comfortable take, this does. It's a difficult one, straight up in the air. He kept his eye on it. Took it at a nice high point.
Headed on by Anderson. This is Michael Eunice. Burning strongly there to take possession from Michael Eunice. Muscling him out of that. That's Smith's pass to Mackey. Well, disappointing there for the Aberdeen players. They had two in the box waiting for the cross.
Yeah, it was poor from Darren Mackey. Initial run was very, very good up the side of the defender. Just had a little bit to do a little bit more on the ball there.
Diamond put under pressure there very effectively by Pospisil. That's why the pass went astray. This is Brellier. Tidy and comfortable in midfield. Fisas looking for Scatchell. Well, the way Aberdeen have set this team up to, Mark, there's a lot of athletes out there. I mean, Chris Clark's an athlete, Scott Muirhead's an athlete.
Plenty
Up front,
of pace.
Crawford and Mackey, quick and lively, and Jamie Smith on the flank.
Yeah, plenty of pace throughout the side. After, I think the initial 5 minutes, Aberdeen now have settled down well. Hearts of the team toiling to find any sort of rhythm at the moment.
2 weeks off after that 3-0 beating of Dundee United 2 weeks ago. Aberdeen had that disappointing performance in CIS Cup now 12 days ago at Motherwell. Changed the shape of the side though, and they've also changed an attitude and purpose. Now Webster quite content to launch that into the stand. Hart's throw, here's Crawford helping it on for Nicholson. The marker was Hartley. Here's Scatchell. Clearance reaches Hart. Strong defending there by Diamond. Oh, Brellier is very hard on that tackle on Michael Hart. And Hart's had a lot of injury problems in recent times, and this wasn't going to do him much good either, this tackle.
Brellier committing himself to the tackle from a long way away there. Just missing Hart.
Made light of that, the fullback, to give him credit. Another athlete, incidentally, Michael Hart. He really can motor up and down that flank. Smith drilling that across, too high for Wesley. That could have been dangerous. A very poor header defensively by Nielsen. Pospisil forward for Michael Eunice. Met solidly there by Hart. It's going to be a yellow card from Michael Hart.
Yeah, Michael Eunice just getting to the ball before Hart. Just knocking the ball around Hart. No decision to be made there for the referee. A straightforward yellow card.
Well, Michael Hart might actually take the view, cynically, that was worth it. In view of the position Michael Eunice would have been in had he been allowed to run. Scatchell's free kick. Essen is committed. Very important bit of handling that to inspire his defence. Yeah, remember our man of the match competition? You have to select your man of the match, and if that agrees with the decision made by Mark Haitley, you could win the signed shirt from that man of the match. There's what you have to do. Call 0901 65 65 515 from the Republic of Ireland, 1513 712 444. You can text MOTMH or MOTMP space player's name to 85010 as Hearts get another free kick for that challenge by Nicholson and Pospisil.
Tackles fast and furious at the moment. Niggly tackles, it must be said. Catch on the back of Pospisil's ankle from Barry Nicholson.
It's really been played like a cup tie this match so far.
Yeah, very competitive in that midfield area, Joe. Not a lot of time. Players not allowed to have a lot of time on the ball.
Scatchell again angling the ball in. It's well won by Anderson. Eunice pulling it down towards Jankowskis. Oh, Jankowskis has brought back in, but Scatchell an excellent save from Essen. The skipper almost letting his team down there.
Yeah, poor defending there from Russell Anderson. Jankowskis doing very, very well. Only one thing on that man's mind, Scatchell, adding to his goal tally. A good save at the near post there from Ryan Essen.
Scatchell with the in-swinger. Well, the referee's having words there with Byrne and Pospisil about jostling going on while the corner kick was being lined up. Well, again, a repeat effort, and the header down by Pospisil wasn't far away. Well, I wonder if Richie Byrne was a little bit distracted from his marking duty there.
There's good delivery in there to the near post, just peeling off, just coming off the near post there. Pospisil just getting too much of a connection on the header. Oh man, having a bit of a dry throat, shouting instructions on.
Bellier's pass collected by Michael Eunice. Well tackled by Nicholson. This is Darren Mackey. Well, Aberdeen are out for the contest, no question about that. They're warming to the task. Well intercepted by Hartley, that's Jankowskis to Pospisil, Hartley again. Misunderstanding with Scatchell, this is Michael Hart.
No, that's the problem, I think, with Hearts at the moment, that the link up between midfield and the forward strikers at the moment. We've got a balance there. Both players are running away from the ball all the time when midfield players of Hearts have got the ball. We've yet to see Hartley come into the game as he normally does. There's a lot of influence.
There's Nielsen now forward. This is Pospisil. First touch let him down. Miguel Pospisil had 25 under-21 caps for the Czech Republic. That makes him a very decent young player. Hasn't quite graduated to the senior team though. Header on by Nielsen. Pospisil helps it on for Jankowskis. Good pass from Nicholson. Here's Muirhead. Well, Presley knew all about Muirhead's running power there. Made certain he didn't get into his stride.
Just line this up perfectly, Stephen Presley there. The pace of Muirhead to get it right.
Anderson to Byrne. Well, Nicholson made an excellent run forward there. It couldn't quite be picked out by Byrne. Ball's bent out of play. Well, Hearts are getting a very severe test at this stage in the match.
I think that's where Aberdeen are on top at the moment. They've got more players running from midfield supporting their attack. At the moment, the Hearts, especially Hartley, which would you expect to link up, they haven't got a lot of that going at the moment.
Good interception by Anderson, allowing possession for Aberdeen again. Relier uncompromisingly winning that back from Muirhead. Scatchell's come across to the right to join Michael Eunice, followed by Hart. Oh, that's excellent play. Very two-footed Michael Eunice, as you can tell there. There's Nielsen. Jankowskis has done well, and so too did Barry Nicholson with an excellent tackle.
Super defending there from Barry Nicholson. Great first touch from Jankowskis as well.
Webster in the correct place there. Well, Barry Nicholson made a big impact in the early stages of the match, and I know there's been some sense of disappointment of his performances for the club this season, but this was excellent.
Great first touch. Nicholson right on it there.
Webster's clearance allowed there to bounce, time taken as Jankowski's got a hold of Russell Anderson's shirt. So it's going to be a free kick to Aberdeen. That's been spotted by the referee, I think. Just delayed a fraction there to see if there's any advantage to Aberdeen.
Jankowski's ball just getting away from him. A little tug on Russell Anderson's shirt.
Nicholson with a set piece. Diamond and Anderson are forward. That's in for Diamond. Good defending by Webster. £75,000 well spent to our broke. Andy Webster. Scatchell makes the clearance. Hart just easing into Pospisil there. Here's Chris Clark. Disappointing ball forward. Well, it was put to me arriving at Pittodrie today by one of the Aberdeen supporters that he hoped they'd bring out the Rangers game today, as though they play somewhat differently there. And I would suggest they have.
I think they've turned up for this one. Been criticised, I think. I heard Woodley Miller saying before how a lot of the players have underachieved this season and should be performing better than they have been, but there can be no complaints in this first half showing from Aberdeen. I think you'll be delighted. His team are 1-0 up, playing pretty well as well.
There's Pospisil, hounded forward there by Diamond, and Presley will have to play this safely back to his goalkeeper. Good pressing play by Aberdeen there, not allowing Hearts any time in possession, and that's perhaps why I haven't seen much of Paul Hartley so far. Strong challenge there by Anderson and Jankowskis. That's a heavy collision there between Nielsen and Muirhead. Well, the ball was there for both to play. Sorrow in there for Muirhead.
Nielsen with his foot right up there. You say it could be a raised foot. It's certainly a foul if you're playing in Europe.
Well, in Europe that's a yellow card, isn't it?
It's a yellow card. It's very, very high. And that is a sore one.
I don't think for a minute there was any malice on the part of Robbie Nielsen there.
I know
he's trying to get to the ball.
Yeah, just going for the ball, but if you're out by half a second, the ball's already made contact. And you see here, just getting there just before Nielsen gets there.
Well, there's some concern here, I think. John Sharp, the physio, getting a lot of work to do early in the match. We have to do it somewhat off the pitch here with Muirhead, I suspect. Well, Jamie Smith's the man who's made all the difference so far with this clinical finish after some excellent build-up play from Aberdeen.
Yeah, super build-up play. That's what we were saying. Needed to make the passes, but that is just clinical. That is a man banging form. There's a happy manager. Knows that player has that ability. He's done it on numerous occasions this season, coming from the left and from the right and through the middle.
Mikey causing a problem there for Presley in the air. The ball seemed to hang a little bit longer than Presley expected. 10 men Aberdeen have at the moment. Muirhead off the field, getting some treatment. Heavy challenge by Jankowskis into the back of Byrne. Former Shamrock Rovers man. And Dunfermline not happy with this challenge.
That's what you expect from Jankowskis. You know he's going to be there or thereabouts. There's always going to be a presence.
Muirhead's back. Running quite freely. Heavy bruise, I suspect, but hopefully nothing worse. Russell Anderson now, flighting that in towards Mackey in the box. Good defending by Hearts. Careless one by Jankowskis. Muirhead finds Nicholson with a shooting chance. Fine effort by Nicholson.
That's what we used to seeing from Murray Nicholson. We saw some great goals for Dunfermline in the past. Just really anxious. Craig Gordon scrambling across to his left-hand side there. Comfortably having it covered, I think. But that's positive signs for Aberdeen supporters, seeing that man on the ball, driving forward.
Well, half an hour of very good entertainment so far, and a very good contest developing. Chase on here for Essen to get there ahead of Pospisil. Launch the ball onto the roof of the stand here. Decisive goalkeeping. Got a rest against Motherwell. Jamie Langfield got a game, as he tended to do in the CIS Cup, but Essen clearly the number one here. Robbie Nielsen lining up a long throw. Well won by Diamond. Return by Michael Eunice. Nielsen again. Lancing header on from Webster. Looking to another goal after the one he scored for Scotland against the USA last week. The header away was by Presley. Good challenge by Nicholson. And he was caught late. It's a free kick for the challenge by Brellier on Nicholson. You have to be careful, the Frenchman.
Aberdeen are definitely the keener of the pack in that midfield area. Very positive. Brellier leading with the hand, just catching Barry Nicholson on the top of the head. I must say that Aberdeen have been sharper, I would say, in a lot of departments around the pitch.
Stevie Cromwell, who wants to say to the referee there, I think, and that's why Craig Thompson's taking some time out to take the sting out of things. Challenge with a good one by Pisas. Brellier caught late by Anderson. Free kick to Hearts. Well, remember our man of the match competition. The numbers to call there. You've got to try to agree with the decision made by Mark Haley at the end of the match, who the man of the match should be, and you could win a signed shirt from that man of the match. So these are the numbers to call, the text addresses to use. And lots of time for man of the match to emerge. Pospisil has been very restless and lively up front for Hearts. It's a good ball in, cut off well by Byrne. Not too happy, Pospisil, I think, with the quality of his cross. But it is an opportunity for Hearts to bring forward their aerial threat from the back in the form of Presley and Webster. Contributed 4 goals between them so far to the Hearts cause this season. A little bit indecisive in there. Webster battling the possession. Anderson, as he does so often, coming to make the clearance. That's good play by Mikey. Excellent defending. New aspect of his game too. It demonstrates really, Mark, how important it is for players really to provide all the angles to their game.
Absolutely. Defending strikers, you know, the manager will tell you that we defend from the front. You see the modern game now. Fit players about, covering all sorts of areas of the pitch.
Once again, Anderson's head gets to that, but it's another throw to Hearts. They're building up some pressure here. Was there a foul throw? No, says the referee, the linesman. And that's safely taken by Essen. There was no Hearts player attacking that near post. And that's a very good kick out. Well read by Presley, but here's a problem still for the Hearts defence as Jamie Smith comes forward at pace. Disappointing cross in the end, but he has another chance here. Well, likes to get into the box, Smith, and take defenders on.
Super distribution there from Ryan Essen from the kick out. Got his team going forward very quickly.
Smith switching the play with his left foot, which is not his natural one.
That just shows you the pace that they've got on the Aberdeen side. They've got a goalkeeper that can kick the ball quite comfortably and find a player and turn defence into attack very, very quickly.
Brellier and Nicholson together again, as they have been so often this afternoon. That's Muirhead, forward goes to Mackey, and he's whistled over by Presley from the back. Free kick to Aberdeen.
Stephen Presley getting right into the back of Darren Mackey there. It's one of the poorest performances from a Hearts side, first half performance, I think we've seen this season.
Smith angling that in. It's well won by Nielsen. Crawford can retrieve it and return it. Hounded by Brellier. I don't think that's a terribly pleasant experience either, being hounded by Brellier these days. An uncompromising character in the middle of the field. Here's Jamie Smith again, who took the initial free kick. Now Byrne. It's done well. That's a fine pass by Smith. A little slip there by Nicholson at the wrong moment for Aberdeen. Nielsen did well, but it reaches Smith. The throw goes to Hearts. Well, Food for thought for Graham Riggs. I just wonder what he makes of all this and what changes he might make at half-time.
Yeah, I think he'll be a worried man at the moment. Very disjointed Hearts. Really got no link up between this man here and the strike force. I must say Aberdeen have been by far the better side the first half performance.
They just look a little bit more eager and a little bit hungrier. Aberdeen, which will not please the Hearts support or the management. Anderson strongly in Pospisil. Awkward for Pisas. That's Nicholson. Now Mackie. Clearance from Brellier, reaches Pospisil. In goes Byrne again. He got to the ball ahead of Michael Eunice, but couldn't control the pass. But there is an eagerness about Aberdeen that they're missing this season.
I would say they're a lot sharper around the park, all over the park, defensive, midfield and up front. Very, very quick onto the second ball. Very competitive. He'll be chuffed to bits with his side's first half performance, especially with these two here.
But they only as well. Only have a one-goal lead though, so the game could turn around very rapidly. A very commanding header that by Anderson against a taller opponent than Jankowskis. Worst his clearance, and it's a throw to Hearts. In goes Anderson again. He's warming to the task here of competing with Jankowskis.
Yeah, you were just saying before, his physical presence. He's a good player. He's keen, but just not that physical presence. But he's competing very well against the big guy today.
Well, he must have 4 inches, I think, of a disadvantage against Jankowskis. He's 6 feet 4 inches. Here's Stevie Crawford. Now Mackie. Nicholson's already in the box. Good play by Webster. Distribution important here, but he couldn't get that beyond Anderson. Careless one by Muirhead. Michael Hart's come all the way across with Rudy Scatchell. That's why he's available. That's good play by Essen. Lots is good play though by Hart. Here's Hartley. Chance for Jankowskis. Superb tackle by Diamond. Well, that really was important, that challenge by Diamond. He's not happy with Jankowskis.
Yeah, it was a poor pass across there. Hartley intercepting it. Jankowskis' first touch just took him away from it, but good covering from Xander Diamond there. He's got a little knock for his troubles.
I think he thought that Jankowskis trumped on him.
Yeah. I think he was trying to just tiptoe over him there.
Pisas will take the throw. Throw is generally taken by the Hearts fullbacks. Anderson's header. Pisas again. Strong tackle there by Smith. Pisas who played in all the matches for Greece in Euro 2004, which they won.
Play from Pisas here. Just get it back round. Jamie Smith just catching him on the outside of the ankle. A soft one.
Clear foul though.
Yeah, nevertheless, free kick given.
Hartley will deliver it.
This will be whipped into the 6-yard box.
So a very fine ball that, but one well by Byrne. Michael Eunice hounded there by Muirhead. Nielsen launches it back in. Aberdeen perhaps sitting a little bit deep here. That might concern Jimmy Calderwood. Webster did well. This is Pisas. Good tackle in the end by Byrne, who stood up there. And Anderson completes the clearance. It was good defending by Aberdeen. They were exposed there for a moment.
Just a rocky couple of minutes here. Pisas doing well there, but Richie Byrne and Anderson very careful there in the way they were approaching that ball.
Hart's clearance. Here's Pisas again. In goes Muirhead, marking Michael Eunice. Well, Aberdeen doing well there to put pressure on to get the ball back, but now they're still sitting on the edge of the box. Aberdeen not coming out. This is Mackie now chasing, and Nicholson tried to release him. That'll be A chance for Michael Eunice to develop something on the right for Hearts. The match being played at a hectic pace right from the start. And perhaps that's something which has worked in Aberdeen's favour. Bellier striding forward, caught there by Clark. There's going to be a yellow card for that, Clark.
We've seen that the whole first 40 minutes of this first half. No time whatsoever. People nipping and biting at ankles. Giving nobody any time at all in the ball in the midfield area. That's a free kick.
Belly is back on his feet, I can tell you.
I think it's only the last 10 minutes that Hearts have actually woken up into this game. I think Aberdeen have been much the eager of the two sides.
Scatchell over the ball. Headed away by Muirhead. Chance now for Smith to lead the counter-attack. Forward run made by Mackey. Happy to accept the throw and allow Aberdeen to get out of their area now. Push forward. There's no real blinding pace in the Hearts attack that should frighten Aberdeen about pushing out.
No, I don't think they should be. I think what does happen, though, you tend to just get rooted to one spot, and that's where you need your goalkeeper to speaking to your two centre-halves, pushing them up and then getting your full-backs up. I say the last 10 minutes, I think Hearts have just given themselves a shake, and they're now back in this game.
That was Scatchell who conceded that free kick, jumping into players without looking at the ball.
I think we've been more competitive over the last 10 minutes, second to everything up till then.
Michael Hart now with this free kick for Aberdeen. Presley up with Muirhead. Presley's the winner. Michael Eunice did very well indeed, the young Lithuanian. Jankowski is tackled strongly there by Diamond. Uncompromising defending by Aberdeen. Diamond and Anderson in the centre, Hart and Byrne on the flanks. Good play by Michael Eunice. And Byrne maxed the run well to make that interception. Well, it'll give Aberdeen a bit of relief here. The long clearance, and Craig Gordon returning the ball instantly. Well judged by Diamond. That's good play by Diamond. Well, he was a major concern, I think, when he took that injury in the first couple of minutes, but he's come through that all right. This is Brellier. Well, he's certainly got the pedigree, Brellier, into Milan, on loan to Venezia for a couple of seasons. Well, it has been a very quick and hectic first half. No doubt about that. And there's going to be a little hold up here.
Michael Hart getting a wee knock. A couple of knocks in the first half.
And he's missed a lot of football this season, Michael Hart.
Too severe, I think. A wee knock in the stomach.
I just wondered if there was a little bit of a groin thing there when he seemed to land awkwardly. John Hughes and Brian Rice in the stand watching the game. They're playing, their team Falkirk playing Aberdeen next week at Brockville. Or not at Brockville, of course, at the Falkirk Stadium. Seems very strange to talk about Falkirk playing anywhere else. Michael Hart is off for the moment at least, and there is a worry. I just wondered, really, Mark, if that was a groin injury.
Yeah, just looking at the abductor muscle inside the leg, inside the thigh.
With a groin operation recently to Michael Hart, so this is a major concern to him and to Aberdeen.
Whether it's just overstretched, a wee bit of a scar tissue, or hopefully that is what it will be.
So there's going to be a signal shortly from the fourth official. And there's going to be a fair length of time, I think, to add on after the injuries to Xander Diamond early. And now Michael Hart. And we'll see from the fourth official in a moment. I think we're going to see 3 held up. Well, I'm certainly quite happy about that, because this has been a thoroughly entertaining match so far. Extremely competitive, a lot of good play, and some very determined men out there as Webster plays it forward for Jankowskis. This is Presley, well forward this time for Hearts. That's why Muir had to get back and make a tackle. Well, he didn't win the ball cleanly, but he did so from behind. That's what upset Craig Thompson, the referee.
Yeah, I think Craig Thompson saw there was an initial little nudge there in the back of Stephen Presley. Sent him sprawling forward.
The kind of debated free kick, which can often result in a goal.
Slightly too far out, I think, for a direct effort.
Michael Hart is back on the field, incidentally. He's joined the defence once more as Hartley flights that in. And it's gone too long, has it? No, it was kept in there by Webster. Aberdeen determined, I've no doubt, to go in at half-time in front. A lot of work to do before they manage that. Here's Pisas setting up Presley. This is Mikkel Yunus. It's a fine ball in, helped on there. Very well by Presley. That would have beaten Eston all right.
That was a super ball in for Mikkel Yunus there, and a great run from Stephen Presley. Just a wee little flick on, trying to steer it into the far post. Unfortunately for Ryan Essen, it's half a yard outside.
Well, Jimmy Calderwood is not a happy man suddenly. Clearly believes his team's defending, he's not up to scratch, and they've dropped too deep.
Yeah, I think
frustration in his face. He wants to get them inside to sort things out.
Yeah, the last 10-12 minutes they seem to have gone off the boil, took the foot off the gas. Whether it's been self-induced or whether Hearts have just picked the game up, I think it's the other way around. I think Hearts have definitely lifted the game.
Well, you would expect Hearts to show a reaction to going behind and to being second best for the opening 20-25 minutes. If the real championship contender, they'll have to do that. That's good play by Mackey, excellent play. Now Hearts, forward goes Clark. The pullback was good, but so was Pisas' interception. That's good sweeping play from Aberdeen. They do break very well indeed from these deep positions. Well, they haven't been in this part of the field too much in the last 10-15 minutes or so, but this is promising. Stevie Crawford, the wrestling match in the middle. There's Nicholson nodding it down, headed away there by Presley as far as Smith. There's Smith again!
That's a great opportunity.
Well, he went for a placement.
Yeah, went for that side foot again, similar to the first goal. But this is a great opportunity just on the stroke of half-time. That's a bad miss for that man.
And it is indeed the stroke of half-time, the last action of a hectic first half. Graham Ricks with a lot of food for thought. Jamie Smith, the scoring hero. But I think Jimmy Calderwood too will have a stern talking to the minister. That's the goal which made all the difference. It came in just 13 minutes, and at a time when Aberdeen were really on the ascendancy. But Graham Ricks will no doubt try to change things in the second half. It'll be very interesting indeed. At half-time, Aberdeen 1, Hearts 0. Away from McCormick, that's a good ball in, and it's scored by Hodgson!
Fantastic moment for Celtic, and how well they deserve it.
That's a wonderful strike by Alan Thompson. Celtic Park erupts.
Get inside the heart of your club. For more information or to subscribe, call 08700 85 1888.
Traveling man goes anywhere, don't stay nowhere long. Traveling man, don't turn your back.
it's so easy to find your personal registration at dvlaregistrations.co.uk.
Where have I been? Traveling man, it's what
dvlaregistrations.co.uk.
And the rhythm of life is a powerful beat. Puts a tingle in your fingers and a tingle in your feet. Rhythm in your bedroom, rhythm in the street. Yes, the rhythm of life is a powerful beat. Flip your wings and fly to your daddy. Take a dive and swim to your daddy. It's a glory from you, daddy. Baby's got the rhythm of life.
Another girl in the neighborhood. Wish she was mine, she looks so good. I wanna hold you tight. Give teenage kicks right through the night.
You're one step ahead with Web and Walk. Get the internet wherever you are. Web and Walk, new from T-Mobile.
Now out of south of what becomes a country boy, a truck shining like a pin. He's a big bright boy named Willie McCoy, but back home they call him Slim. Now he's the toughest teak with a honorary streak. He's got a turbo diesel brute. You don't tug on Superman's cape. You don't spit into the wind. You don't pull the mask off the whole load of range, and you don't mess around with him.
Bring the drama, passion, skill and action of football on Setanta Sports to your business and get your name in front of hundreds of thousands of our sports-minded viewers. We've got advertising packages tailored to suit your business needs. So to advertise on Setanta, simply call 0207 287 3388. Put your company into a winning position. Call 0207 287 3388.
Tom and Marcia fell in love, had Lola, inherited Sid, and vowed they'd be together forever. So they test drove a car with 3 in the front, Honda dealer in the back, Sid in the boot. Marcia thinks it's fab. Sid thinks, woof.
Hearts are one down at Aberdeen in head coach Graham Rix's first game in charge. If the scoreline stays this way, Celtic will maintain their 3-point advantage at the top of the table. If Aberdeen win, they will go 5th, only 3 points behind Rangers. With me in the studio, Craig Burley and Aberdeen Director of Football, Willie Miller. What do you think of it so far, Willie? The word that struck me, I have to say, was passion from Aberdeen today.
Yeah, I think as far as Aberdeen's concerned, that we started the game really well, pressed them, played some nice football as well, and never really let Hearts get into any kind of a pattern. Hearts came back towards the end of the first half, maybe the last 10 minutes, 15 minutes, put us under a bit of pressure. But overall, good performance by Aberdeen. I think the early stages maybe a little bit sloppy, some of the passing. But our centre backs have been good, strong. They've stood up to the challenge. They're not physically as big as their opponents, but Russell Anderson, I think, has been immense. Just going and winning the ball. Barry Nicholson in midfield, I think, has had a good game as well. Richie Byrne at fullback, I think he showed a lot of good
Confounding
touches.
some of his critics.
Well, yeah, sometimes he can let himself down, Richie, with the use of the ball, but he gives you everything he's got. He's an honest player. Always gives you 100%. Hearts, I think they'll be a little bit disappointed in their performance so far. It's only the last 15 minutes that they've got into the stride. They've created a couple of chances though, and they're always a threat, obviously, and I'd expect them to come out the second half looking to put Aberdeen under a bit of pressure.
Craig, Hearts are disjointed, and I can't recall in many games this season seeing so little from Scatchell and Hartley.
Two of their best players, and they've not had a kick so far, and as Willie says, they've been disjointed, but you've got to give credit to Aberdeen, because they've pressed the game. The two centre-backs have not allowed Jankowskis or Pospisil to settle. Clark and Nicholson in midfield have worked tirelessly, especially Nicholson. And Jamie Smith, although he's had a couple of chances, and general play has been a little bit quiet. If Aberdeen can get him into the game more, then I think he's got the beating of Thesis.
Jamie Smith's 7th goal of the season separates these two at half-time. Good build-up, good pressure from Aberdeen actually building up to this, and nice play from Richie Byrne and a really composed finish.
It was, yeah. I think it was a great piece of play by Byrne there, very composed. But you know, if you're looking for composure in terms of finishing, then it doesn't come much better than Jamie Smith. It's an awkward ball into the box. We get the break of it, and Jamie looks up, he sees his spot, picks his spot, and he just side foots it into the side net. It's a fantastic strike by him.
He's shown previously in his striking, Craig, that he's got power in his shot, but he made sure that he placed that one away from Craig Gordon.
He's not the tallest lad, but he's a sturdy, strong lad. I mean, especially in the quads and the legs, he's got strong legs, and that's where he gets his pace from. But he's scored some great goals. I remember one here against Rangers. I think he scored a great goal at Cali as well from outside the box. But that, you know, that needed the side foot. It didn't need somebody to come in there and smash it, and that was composure. But it was good play. Byrne put pace on the ball out to Muirhead. He put pace on the ball into the box. Got a little bit lucky with the ricochet. Back of the net from Smith. Brilliant finish.
Ryan Esson, despite that shock ballroom dancing disclosure pre-match, did well here with a solid save from Rudy Scatchell after Russell Anderson probably made his only mistake of the half.
Was, yeah, in two minds I think. He should have really just cleared it. He tries to let it go out, and he's got caught, and it's a real chance for Hearts, and Scatchell has a great strike, and Ryan Esson's got to be on his toes. He's in the right place. I think that's that's what makes it a little bit easier for him. He's in the right place. He's got his angles correct, and he goes down and he puts it out for the corner kick. But yeah, Russell will be disappointed in that one. I think in a game as tight as this, then you can't take chances like that.
Xander Diamond was grateful to Barry Nicholson here for covering up for his mistake with a great challenge to stop Jan Keskis.
Yeah, I mean, it's a fantastic touch. You just, it's that little bit raw again from Diamond. He's just trying to get in there and trying to read it. And a great challenge, but his first touch was very, very good, Jan Keskis, but he just doesn't look I mean, for me, he doesn't look sharp enough. And once he gets in here, there's been a couple of occasions he's had a chance, he's got a decent first touch, but he's not been able to get his finish away. But Nicholson not only going forward, but working back there for his team, as every midfielder should do, and it was a fantastic challenge.
Well, if that was the bad from Xander Diamond, this is the good recovery, good challenge on Jan Keskis again, and he got his head stamped on for his trouble as well.
He did, yeah. He had to be brave, he had to be sharp as well, and he had to cover a lot of ground in a short space of time to get rid of the danger, and that's what he's done. It's their own doing, Michael Hart playing a ball in field, but that's good defending by Xander Diamond. He takes the stud in his head as he goes down to put the challenge in. I suppose as centre-backs you expect things like that to happen to you.
I just felt he stood on Xander Diamond there, and I think he's a lucky lad.
I saw your eyebrows going up there.
I think he's lucky there. I think he did stand on him.
Aberdeen could have been 2-0 up at half-time. Jamie Smith again, what a chance this was for him. Couldn't beat Gordon this time.
No, he couldn't. I think he was put off a little bit. There was a lot of tug in his jersey here, and he's had to fight his way and battle his way through a group of players there. Maybe he really has to just find one of the corners, doesn't he? He's not angled enough.
Yeah, you see here, he just can't get. I think he should come this way. Yeah. Give the keeper the eyes. I think if he does that, he's got a better chance. I just didn't feel he could get his body in. And just before half time, a great chance really for Aberdeen to go in 2-0. They've been the better side, but Hearts did come back into it. But whilst it's only 1-0, it's a very open game still.
Hearts have been set a serious challenge here, haven't they?
They have, and whilst they haven't played well in every game this season, they've been getting results. But with Celtic winning yesterday, it's a big test for them in the second half. Interesting to see what Graham Rix says and does at half time.
Well, the second half is on the way. These Aberdeen fans well happy with what they've seen so far. Good performance from their team, and one up at the break against Hearts. The second half is on the way.
Please give £2 a month to fund more research and help more people survive cancer.
On Rangers TV, we'll be here to bring you every game, every goal, every kick of the ball. Get up close with the players as we find out what makes them tick. Relive the glory days with classic games and interviews from some of the great players to have pulled on the Rangers jersey. We'll be on hand to preview the big matches at home and abroad and to bring you all the reaction that counts. Tune in to Ibrox Uncovered to get all the latest news, views and interviews. Also from the archives, the best of the action from League, Cup and European adventures. Watch the young guns come through with exclusive access to the Rangers reserves and youth teams. We're the only channel you can see the Rangers reserve team in action. Have your say on Mondays and Thursdays on our twice-weekly phone-in show. Rangers TV, the only place to see every Rangers SPL game this season. It's your club, it's your channel, Rangers TV.
Traveling man goes anywhere, don't stay nowhere long. Traveling man, don't turn your back.
It's so easy to find your personal registration at dvlaregistrations.co.uk.
Where have I been? Traveling man, it's what
dvlaregistrations.co.uk.
Bring the drama, passion, skill and action of football on Setanta Sports to your business and get your name in front of hundreds of thousands of our sports-minded viewers. We've got advertising packages tailored to suit your business needs. So to advertise on Setanta, simply call 0207 287 3388. Put your company into a winning position. Call 0207 287 3388.
Another girl in a neighborhood, wish she was mine, she looks so good. I wanna hold you tight, get teenage kicks right through the night.
You're one step ahead with Web and Walk. Get the internet wherever you are. Web and Walk, new from T-Mobile.
From SPL to the third, the Premiership to European action. Get stuck into the winner only inside Monday's Daily Record. Good morning.
And the rhythm of life is a powerful beat. Puts a tingle in your fingers and a tingle in your feet. Rhythm in your bedroom, rhythm in the street. Yes, the rhythm of life is a powerful beat. Flip your wings and fly to your daddy. Take a dive and swim to your daddy.
Hit the floor and rock you, daddy. Baby's got the rhythm of life. Now out of south of what becomes a country boy, a truck shining like a pin. Here's a big bright boy named Willie McCoy, but back home they call him Slim. Now he's the toughest teak with a honoring streak. He's got a turbo diesel roof. You don't tug on Superman's cape. You don't spit into the wind. You don't pull the mask off the whole load of range, and you don't mess around with him.
Please give £2 a month to fund more research and help more people survive cancer.
Aberdeen have had a half-time lead in the SPL 4 times this season. They've won all 4, and those there are only 4 wins in the league so far this season. They fancy making this number 5, and they're 1 up at half-time through Jamie Smith's goal. Callum Elliott, the 18-year-old striker, is on in the second half as replacement for injured Michael Pospisil. So that's an enforced change for Graham Ricks to make, but he'll be looking for an improved performance from his team in the second half, and Willie, you'll be hoping Aberdeen come up with the same again?
Yeah, pretty much so. I think that's what Aberdeen's got to look to do. That they're at home, they've got to look to put Hearts under pressure, they've got to work as hard as they did in the first half. They've got to pass the ball as well, and they've got to create chances. So yeah, more of the same. I'm sure Hearts will have something to say about that. They'll be wanting to take the full points from Pittodrie.
There's Gary Dempsey, he's coming on for Michael Hart. We didn't think he would re-emerge injured just before the interval, so Dempsey for Hart.
Yeah, I thought Michael was struggling. It looked as though he was struggling with that groin problem, reoccurrence of the groin problem, so I would imagine that Dempsey would go into midfield and probably Chris Clark back to full back, I would think.
And Craig Hearts are going to have a go, they have to.
I don't think Hearts will play as poorly as they did in the first half, and I think that's why Jimmy Calderwood here will be saying to his players that they have to have the same sort of performance as they did in the first half, and we know Aberdeen are capable of doing that.
Second half coming up, Aberdeen Hearts with Mark and Jock.
Thanks, Rob. Yes, in the second half, which I am certainly looking forward to massively. I thought the first half was thoroughly entertaining and very competitive, and more of the same will go down well. Graham Rix has had his opportunity at half-time to make an impact on the proceedings. So Aberdeen get us underway. Chris Clark has moved to right back to replace Michael Hart. Can confirm that straight away. And Gary Dempsey's in the centre of midfield. That's a heavy tackle by Byrne on Nielsen right away. An indication perhaps of the way the second half's going to unfold.
Absolutely. Started off how the first half finished. Keane into the tackle. Just on Nelson there. Givern, keen and eager as ever. A good first half. Looking forward to seeing pretty much of the same we saw in the first half, Jock.
Here's Scatchell now moving in field, and Jankowski's playing it across there. Byrne wins the challenge with Mikkel Yunus. And Xander Diamond is down again. He's had a problem. Well, he was in the wars right at the start of the match, and here he goes again. Well, he played very well after recovering. Just a batter in the nose there from Jankowskis.
Yeah, just a flailing harm there. He just ran onto the end of. Tears to a glass eye, that one.
Well, yeah.
Around the bridge of the nose, yeah.
Bridge of the nose, yeah. Well, Diamond not reacting favourably to Jankowski's message of peace.
Centre half should be used to that. Forever kicking centre forwards in the back. I'm not seeing the centre half with a straight nose yet.
Well, a handsome centre half's a contradiction in terms, I think, if he's a top player.
Absolutely. Be one of many who'll get through his career.
He's off the field now, and Aberdeen continue with 10. Interesting to see his reaction there to Jankowskis, but perhaps he felt that incident in the first half when, let's put it this way, Jankowskis' sole of his boot came in contact with Diamond after the centre half went down, and I don't think he was too pleased with that either.
If he's got an issue, he needs just to put it in his book and then bring it out the book when required.
Hart's coming forward again, though. That's played it back by Callum Elliott, who's on the side. And there's a chance for Scatchell! Great goalkeeping by Essen! Well, Aberdeen are furious. The offside flag was up on the far side. They didn't spot that. It would be a corner kick, but I think the linesman is insisting on this being offside. Of course, he's wrong, as it turns out.
Man right in front of the linesman playing Scatchell onside, but that is the best passage of play we've seen from Hearts. He's disgusted that he's missed, but fortunate for him when he looks up, sees it's offside.
Let's say tucked that away and it had been chalked off. Oh, it has been given as offside. There's the free kick. And Xander Diamond's back in the field. And it's Stevie Crawford who's penalised with that challenge with Presley. Well, you can't take your eyes off this, that's for sure.
Oh, defenders coming together with the forwards again. It's been like this from the start. Close marking, that's what you expect in these sort of games. Played at very, very high tempo as well.
A handful of shot, though, was the undoing, I think, for Steve Crawford. Diamond brave there in that challenge. It breaks towards Hartley, couldn't control it under pressure. Heavy challenge again, Mackey on Webster. There's no quarter Arsenal given in this match.
Mackey just throwing his leg across Webster there. Webster is getting on with it, getting himself up.
Dempsey getting a call from about 8,000 Aberdeen supporters there. The man was behind him. Good layoff by Jankowskis. That's Hartley. On the run is Mikkel Yunus. And a very important interception by Russell Anderson once again.
Yeah, good work from Richie Byrne as well there, both covering that run.
Free kick's given for the challenge by Mikkel Yunus on Anderson, which was late. But if they again are trying to allow an advantage here.
Russell Anderson just getting across with the aid of Richie Byrne there. It's another half chance for Mikkel Yunus. Hartley starting to get involved, more involved now. Being the supplier of that pass.
Well, the crowd just under 15,000. That reflects, I think, optimism at Aberdeen and massive drawing power increasing for Hearts. Clearance there by Webster. In goes Diamond. Hartley getting up. It's not how he likes to play the game, with the ball in the air. Hartley likes it on the ground. Relier losing out to Crawford. Here's Smith against Scatchell. That's good elusive play again from Jamie Smith. Well, remember his 25th birthday all right, just for that opening goal. Muirhead running into trouble in the form of Brellier. Chance here for Hearts on the counter. Free kick is given. Little tugged by Muirhead on Brellier. They appear to slip also.
Good play from Brellier there. Nothing on in front of him. Just a wee little slip, a little pull, little tug. Very little in it. And the referee, he's not too happy with the decision.
I don't think he's too happy with his players. It was Muirhead, I think, was getting the abuse there from Jimmy Nicholl. That's Crawford. Back to Nicholson. There's Dempsey. Caught there by young Elliott. And Paul Hartley said too much to the referee too. He's had a word of warning.
Yeah, getting a little bit touchy out there now. Persistent fouling, niggly little fouls, nothing too malicious. It's stop, start at the moment.
Well, it seems like more than that, I must say. 13-9 in the foul count. Nicholson's layoff. That's Anderson playing it forward. Nielsen's clearance. Webster getting advice there from Craig Gordon. Oh, that's good play by Pisas. Once again, an Aberdeen player trying to scoop the ball out of play without success. Here's young Elliott. It's his 10th first team match. 2 starts. This is 8th as sub. Here's Hartley. Looking for the pace of Mikkel Eunice on the right. Now the trickery will follow. That's great play by Mikkel Eunice. It's a wonderful ball in. And Clark did well with the clearance.
It's a great cross in from Mikkel Eunice.
It's kept in by Smith. Disappointing pass by Jamie Smith, but what an important piece of play by Chris Clark in defence.
Yeah, super piece of skill from Mikkel Eunice on the far side there. Scatchell just too late on the run into the far post. Jankowskis has taken his runners to the near. And super delivery.
Dempsey did well. This is Crawford. Good determined play, but eased out of that by Presley, and Crawford's in trouble. Well, they've been warned just a little while ago. That really, I suppose, was inevitable. Next foul will result in a yellow card.
Yeah, I think that's what's going to happen. Foul. Loads of fouls have happened in the first opening encounter there. Just saw one just below the shin pad there on Stephen Presley.
Well, Steve Crawford, hardly known as a physical player or a hard man in any way whatsoever, known much more for his fleetness of foot and attacking ability. Brellier now for Hearts. They seem to have warmed to the task for the second half, as they had to do after a slow start to the match. Burns interception. Nicholson helps it forward. Mackey jumping into Presley. That could be given as a foul, I think, but it wasn't. Anderson's header returned to Presley, the two captains exchanging passes. Elliott, strong for once a young. The layoff came from Jankowskis. That's tidy play again from Anderson. Presley's header. Mikkel Eunice. Jankowskis under pressure again, very effectively from Anderson. That's played towards Mackey, trying to use his pace against Webster.
The keen and ever willing runner Mackey, for his lack of inches, has a very good leap on him.
Well, lost a lot of this season at the start from an Achilles injury. Hearts have the throw. Pisas, the player in a hurry. That's good play. Excellent ball in. And Jankowskis doing a bit of pushing there on Anderson. And Anderson giving stick to Xander Diamond there. Not happy about the cross coming in, I think.
Yeah, allowing too much time there. Nobody pressing the ball, stopping the cross coming in. Russell Anderson, the captain, just putting his sidekick straight.
Giving the young man a little bit of stick there. Instructions from the Hearts bench also. That's a header on by Nielsen. Brellier gives that straight to Dempsey. Here's Mackey, supported by Dempsey. That's excellent play from midfield from Dempsey. Muirhead. The cross needs to be accurate for Aberdeen, but it wasn't good enough to beat Webster. Good play by Clark. Here's Smith under pressure from Hartley. Clear foul by Hartley. Well, Paul Hartley is being very foolish. Exchanging words with the crowd will do him no good at all. That's been established many times over the years. Perhaps frustrated, I think, Mark, with the fact that he can't really get into the game.
Yeah, he's not got into the game at all at the moment. A little bit of frustration coming out there. As I can back you up on that. You cannot beat the masses. Just keeping your mouth shut and getting on with it. And keeping them quiet with some piece of skill.
Well, referee Craig Thompson, a gentle word with him in the passing, perhaps advising him that that was not an appropriate course of action in the circumstances. It's Brellier. Chase on for Scatchell. Clark not prepared to wait. Closing in strongly for the challenge. Well, Hart has invited that kind of abuse upon himself by his exchange with the crowd. Better play though. Scatchell, toe poking that wide for Mikkel Eunice. Now Nielsen supporting. Scatchell given license to roam, I think. Back now with Hartley. It's a good ball in. Clark and Diamond together get it away. But you have a feeling that the pressure is mounting on the Aberdeen defence. Webster took a knock there from Mackey. And Dunn guilty in the end, a bit of wrestling on Mikkel Eunice. The crowd not happy, but it looked like a foul from here.
Yep, fans getting wound up now. A little bit of heat coming into the game now.
Well, Paul Hartley's lost the place, I think. He would have pushed the referee away, take a quick free kick, having been told to wait.
He needs to calm down at the moment. He's had a word with the referee, he's had a word with him already. He just needs to calm, get his composure back. Hearts need him cool and composed. Just looking to try and get a quick free kick away there, but
here's Scatchell on the turn, still with the left foot available here. Well, I thought he might have been down under that challenge, but to his credit didn't. Here's Brellier. Challenged well by Mackey. Well, Hearts certainly building momentum here. Aberdeen with all hands to the pump to try to keep them at bay. Jankowski's got a touch on, but there's Bunn with a chance to clear. Well, I don't think that's quite what Clark intended. The highest of the day, perhaps. Won by Webster. Dempsey did well. The ball played forward by Smith, trying to pick out the run being made by Crawford. Jimmy Calderwood looks on anxiously. He sees the game running away from him a little bit. The pattern of play at the moment. I wonder if he's anxious to get his central midfield players more into the game again.
I think so, yeah. I think he'll be worried that his team are not creating much pressure on the Hearts defence. They're not creating many chances. First half, they always look capable on the break. At the moment, they're not constructing anything, keeping the ball and not passing the ball around.
The Hearts supporters now in full voice, trying to give encouragement to the favourites to get back on terms. But here's Aberdeen the break now with Crawford. Hartley plays it wide, too long over Mikkel Eunice. Well, Hartley very much wound up. Mackey's layoff, that's Dempsey to Crawford. Nothing given there, two players challenging strongly for possession. Neither made it. 6 of one, half dozen of the other, I think was the referee's view.
Yeah, the referee was right on top of it, had a really good look at it. I think these two players have just been at it all game.
Nielsen playing it long, chasing player is Jankowskis. Free kick against Michael Eunice. Well, referee Thompson does have a little bit of a difficulty here because so many decisions of his are being challenged all around. He has to establish more authority, I think, if he's going to keep the lid on this.
Yeah, there's a lot of fouls in the second half, especially, as you would imagine. Very competitive edge to this game. But at the moment, he's keeping his cards away. He's trying to talk his way through it. Take a bit of sense into the players, which is always good to see.
Headed away by Anderson from the long throw from Nielsen. This could be another. Oh, still a few yards there. That's what upset the Aberdeen supporters. Essen comes to sort that out. Looking for Mackie. Oh, he did very well indeed there. So did Crawford. That was handball by Brellier, surely. Well, the referee didn't see it that way. Good play by Michael Eunice. Strong challenge once again from Anderson. He really has got a tower of strength in defence for Aberdeen. Diamond's clearance reaches Brellier. Pisas won't get there ahead of Smith, will he? Well, he just about made that, but that's a very intelligent pass by Nicholson into the space vacated there by Pisas. Here's Jamie Smith against Hartley. Oh, brilliant play. That's a clear foul by Brellier. Must be a yellow card.
It's a great piece of skill from Jamie Smith there. A super piece of skill. Brellier just done by this. Good strong there. Foot on the ball. Dragging the ball away from him. And now, Aberdeen with a great opportunity now.
Oh, a superb chance this is. And who's going to take it? That's the real issue, because Jamie Smith certainly has a very good strike on him. The debate is going on. Russ Landis, I think, has tried to sort that out. The wall's certainly not 10 yards back at the moment, but Craig Thompson, the referee, will now sort that out. Barry Nicholson may fancy this too. Muirhead's going to dig in his left foot. Nicholson with the right. Looks like Nicholson. Well, anguish in the face of Barry Nicholson. He's very disappointed he didn't get that on target.
Plenty of pace on it, just not enough action on the ball. Craig Gordon had it well covered. It was a good opportunity, I think the best opportunity Aberdeen have had in this second half.
Well, a ball requires to be retrieved. Well, the police officer is going to do that, but Craig Gordon has disappeared, so
wait for a pie and a cup of tea.
Here he comes. Well, he either finished the pie before he came back, or he didn't have one.
Oh, he's got a bit of brown sauce down his shirt.
Headed on by Diamond. Mackie losing out to Presley. Strong challenge by Diamond again, offside against Mackie, no argument about that. Well, here's a tough task for you. Select the man of the match. Well, that's a very difficult task this afternoon, but if you could come up with the same answer as Mark Hateley, you could win a signed shirt from that man of the match. These are the numbers to call and the text addresses. That's in! Deflected in! Rudy Scatchell will claim that! Hearts are back on level terms. Essen had no chance.
Absolutely no chance whatsoever there. That man has been very, very quiet. But you gave him half a yard, and that's what he'll do. He'll punish you. He's scored the goals all season. He's a slightly relieved manager, if ever there was one. Just the ball dropping to Scatchell there, taking a deflection, I think, off Xander Diamond. It's Gary Dempsey, just taking off the top of Gary Dempsey's foot here. Little flick. Essen absolutely no chance. That's Hearts back into this game.
Already Scatchell, 11th goal of the season. What a key man he has been. He scored, remember, the first 7 league games in a row. And he's got another chance here if he can outpace his defenders. That's great play by Essen. A superb tackle by the keeper.
Yeah, super play there from Essen. Saw that Scatchell was outpacing the Aberdeen defender.
Well, has the balance of the match swung now Hearts' way? Here's Fisas setting up Brelier for a shot at goal. Well blocked by Dempsey. Here's Dempsey again. Well, you have the feeling there's lots more to come in this match. 25 minutes to go, and they'll be riveting, I'm sure.
And it is. I mean, we've had plenty of tension, plenty of tackles flying around up to that goal going in. I would imagine now at 1-1, that temperature will get turned up. And I think the referee could be a lively one for the remaining 25 minutes.
Well, you have to say that if Hearts are genuine championship contenders, coming back from a goal behind and right out of the game here at Pittodrie, and if they won the match, that would make a massive statement, I would suggest.
Absolutely, for the confidence and everything. When they're not playing well, digging in, getting results. They've not played well today, it must be said. There's been plenty of effort. They've not played the fluid football that we've been used to seeing throughout this season.
Brelier losing out there to Nicholson. Oh, that's a nasty tackle. Very nasty. On Muirhead by Nielsen.
Just a late one there. Foot high as well. This is where the referee has got to be calm. A lot of players on the bookings we had, John.
Well, you've seen yellow cards given much less than that, haven't you?
Yeah.
We had very few cards, only 3, I reckon. 2 for Aberdeen, 1 for Hearts. There's Crawford with a chance in the volley. Here's Michael Eunice. Yeah, 3 Hearts players in this part. 3 Aberdeen players. Hart was 1, Crawford and Clark, and for Hearts, Brelier. Well, a fussier referee could have doubled that, I would suggest. Not that we want to see that. Here's Stephen Presley now for Hearts. Fisas under pressure from Mackie. That's good play by Fisas. Stopped in his tracks by Diamond's clearance. This is Scatchell, the goal scorer. Clark reacting well, under pressure there from Elliott. Oh, brave play there by Mackie, and he was caught late by Webster.
A high boot there. You've seen Darren Mackie, I thought he's had a good game today. He's been ever willing, chased everything. Just getting in front of Webster there. The boot was up high. Just the momentum. The boot was up there, always up there. It wasn't a deliberate strike at the head.
And once again, a lecture, not a yellow card. Smith lofting that into the danger area. Run well by Nielsen. That's Muirhead. Oh, that's a terrible jumping tackle at Michael Eunice. Sure to be a free kick.
It's just that Muirhead trailing leg just comes up, takes the legs away from you.
Well, I wonder if there's going to be any alterations made in either lineup for the end. Obviously, this has been a very draining match physically for both sets of players.
Yeah, physically very, very straining. Hearts expended a lot of energy chasing in the first half. Aberdeen dictated the play for long, long periods. Getting to that 70-minute mark, the fatigue starts to come in. It'll be interesting to see who reacts the best to of the two teams.
Crawford's pass, here's Muirhead, has to deliver a good cross. He did deliver a good cross. A very inviting ball that. No takers though for Aberdeen. Smith will try again to get the ball in. Denied that opportunity by Fisas.
This is a fantastic ball across the face of the goal here. You've got 2 quickies coming in. He just couldn't get on the end of it. But a great ball just behind the defenders, in front of the goalkeeper.
So here we go again with the in-swinging corner, right to the far side it goes. That was Diamond heading it back in. Skachel did well. Counter-attacks on. Here's Jankowskis. Playing it early for Hartley. Hartley's away from Nicholson. This is promising for Hearts. Aberdeen now getting players back in numbers. This is Callum Elliott. Oh, he's done well. Now Nielsen. Michael Eunice is just measuring the volley there when the challenge was made by Clark. Another hefty tackle by Nielsen on Muirhead. It's a throw to Aberdeen. Well, Vladimir and Roman Romanov with Chris Robinson behind. I wonder what they think of this. Graham Rich has had a response from his team at half-time. What do you think about that? That's a foul by Smith and Skachel. Well, this really is a very significant 20-minute period to come, Mark. If we get a winner here, it could have such a bearing on the rest of the season for each club.
Absolutely, a lot at stake here. Aberdeen trying to get the season going.
Hartley waiting for Webster to join Presley in the box. That's why there's a delay. Now he's there. It's well won by Anderson. There's a shot, chance. Oh, Skachel again. There's Presley. Great save by Essen from Skachel.
Yeah, it was that lucky break again there. Just falls straight at Skachel's feet. There's a ricochet here. The header clears back in, straight to Skachel. The last person you want straight through the legs of Xander Diamond. The goalkeeper in the right place at the right time. Straight at him.
Well, Skachel's record 1-5. Well, he's always a threat, no doubt about that. Now, both teams having to draw on all their reserves of energy back into this and try to win the match. I can't believe either will be happy with a draw. Smith playing it across. Distress signal flanked by Gareth Jankowskis to the bench. And a push by Muirhead. Free kick's been given against Muirhead. Well, let's have a look at that. Very little in that.
A wee little push. Exaggerated fall there from Stephen Presley. That's what gets the supporters irate.
There's a possession in the second half. Hearts with the edge. 55 to 45. Michael Eunice eased off that in the end, showing his frustration as he's robbed by Byrne. Throw to Aberdeen. It's inevitable, surely, Mark, the pace will drop in the last 20 minutes.
You would have thought so, yeah. I think the pace has been fast and furious. A lot of closing down, a lot of pressing, and that's a lot of energy expended.
Chesnowskis coming on to replace Jankowskis. This is Scottish football we're talking about too. Quite remarkable. Chesnowskis for Jankowskis. Who would have believed it?
And that was a Jankowskis offside.
Well, Jankowskis drawing up there, no one near him. He's obviously on a muscle of some kind. Ryan Essen's free kick. I suspect they won't want to lose Jankowskis if they can avoid it, because he has been a big threat to Diamond and Anderson.
Yeah, he's been
pretty well.
He's been a thorn, hasn't he? He's an annoying player. He's always in your face and leaning all over defenders. Big physical presence.
Looked like handball by Brillier, but it was missed by the referee. Michael Eunice. Jankowskis looking for the run made by Brillier. He's matched all the way though by Chris Clark. Well, Hearts, I think, are keen to keep Jankowskis on, even if he is a little bit handicapped. Foul throw surely from Nielsen, yes, given as such by referee Thompson. Well, there can be, in any season, defining matches. And I suspect this could be one for either side.
You know, up to the goal, we couldn't see Hearts getting back in this. They started the second half better than they did the first half, but up to the goal, you would have said it would have been Aberdeen all the way. Since the goal, you've actually seen Hearts come right out of the shells.
Michael Eunice so quick. Was he held up there? Was that a free kick? Not a penalty, rather. No, says the referee. He was very close to the action. But I'll tell you, there was a real claim there as Michael Eunice went down.
I think the referee gets this right. Michael Eunice past Richie Byrne there. Hands, shirt, sleeves, everything. I think the referee gets that spot on. There's not a lot in that. I think just Michael Eunice just overruns himself past the ball.
Oh, Graham Ricks thought it was a penalty.
I think he'd have give it.
He'd have given it, yeah. Muirhead is waiting for the tying of the bootlace by Darren Mackey. Hoisted in high by Muirhead. Up goes Anderson. Nielsen with the clearance. That's Scatchell. Well, Muirhead didn't get to the pitch of that ball. That might have been dangerous. Jankowski's with a headed layoff. That's Nielsen. There's no offside. This is Hartley. Aberdeen were looking for that as an offside. Brelier switching the play, but it's cut off by Smith. And this Pizas. Brelier again. Jankowski's challenged well by Anderson. Here's Michael Eunice. Strong tackle by Diamond on Elliott. Aberdeen still not able to go the way. That's a bad tackle by Diamond. That's a shocker on Jankowskis. Well, Jankowskis is down. The game continues. No foul given, but it looked like a foul from here.
Looked like two fouls. There's a shirt being pulled for a start-off.
Dempsey's pass picks out Clark. Can he deliver from the byline? No. Brelier makes sure can't.
This corner all leading up from this incident here. There's a wee little tug on the arm, and that one is straight down the shin. Pretty sure one from Xander Diamond. That man's strungling already. I think a little bit of payback from the little.
Yeah, they don't like each other, do they?
Clip across the nose. It's 1-1.
I imagine no free kick for that, never mind anything else. Here's Jamie Smith for the corner kick. Richie Byrne gets up. That's Jankowskis defending. Scatchell playing it long. Oh, that's an error by Clark. Essence committed. It's got to come all the way now. Oh, it'll be cleared off the line by Nicholson. Well, what a relief for Chris Clark that is.
Big relief as well. He saw Michael Eunice coming down, not the bravest.
But one of the quickest.
Yeah, I think he'd have been favourite to get that.
There's Jamie Smith with the cross. It's on the way by Nielsen. There's Nicholson. He just cleared off the line. A moment to go. Jankowskis with a layoff. He's back on the field. Going to stay on the field too, I think. Here comes Essen again. Well, I tell you, that was a real comedy of errors there. It was Chris Clark who was in such trouble. Look at that.
And you would fancy Michael Eunice to be getting there. He could have got there before the goalkeeper there if he had his. Could have been on his brave pills. So put that one down to.
Well, Essen did well, mind you.
He wanted the ball more than Michael Eunice.
Bang in the nose there for Muirhead from a flying arm, and Jankowskis will now leave the field. Davidas Chesnauskis will replace him.
Jankowskis has been struggling with an ankle or a calf injury. He's been struggling for about the last 10 minutes.
One Lithuanian international for another.
Yeah, Chesnauskis, fresh legs. Tidy little player as well.
Likes to play in the flanks though, doesn't he? Rather than through the middle. Well, the referee having to sort out players and officials now. Everyone getting a little bit tetchy. into this very tense stage in the match where one goal is liable to win this. Helped on by Chesnauskas. That's Elliott for Michael Eunice. Good play by Byrne. Now Crawford. Screened it well from one man but not from the other. Brellier was a player who won it for Hearts, as he has done so often in the match. Pisas forward. Chesnauskas, rangy runner. Now Hartley. Michael Eunice. Looking for Chesnauskas. Good challenge made by Diamond. Well, the focus of Diamond's anger, Jankowskis has gone off. Michael Eunice held up well there by Muirhead. Free kick given to Hearts. The assistant on the far side supporting that opinion, Tom Murphy.
Well, the big guns coming up now for Hearts. Webster, Presley. Good position here for Aberdeen.
A little bit better than a corner, I would think. And it's Hartley. Pisas beaten to the challenge by Diamond. Here's Clark. Can't get there, Brellier. Now Chesnauskas. Chance to make for the byline. He's done that. Very good block by Diamond.
Desperate stuff from Aberdeen at the moment. Camped in and around their own penalty box. Chesnauskas here for a left foot. Great position from Xander Diamond there, just covering the near post.
Paul Hartley will take this in swinger from the corner spot. Presley's there looking for space. Webster too there. It's for Presley rather, and it's really come off Darren Mackey perhaps, but it's well taken by Essen. That's for Muirhead. Good play there by Nielsen.
It's a great kick out again from Ryan Essen there. It's 2 or 3 times he's fired that ball out to a player.
Dempsey to Mackey. It reaches Dempsey. Smith wanted to take over. Disappointment there for Gary Dempsey.
It's better from Aberdeen, a willingness to get people forward. I think that's been the problem for them in the second half. Don't have to sustain anything going forward.
Well, they won a victory badly here, these two, the two Jimmies. But I don't imagine they want it any more than Graham Ricks does. Elliott tackled strongly by Anderson. Well, it's an aspect of the game which people think is waning, tackling, but we've seen plenty of it this afternoon. And it hasn't done any damage to the quality of entertainment for me. This is Elliott. And again a free kick given for the challenge of Michael Eunice. It's a great opportunity once again for Hearts. They're going to take this with Scatchell's left foot, which will be the in-swinger. The jostling goes on all around. Dangerous situation. Oh, almost in on its own there. Webster and Anderson clashed inside the area. A little bit of unpleasantness there. Essen looked to be in trouble.
The clash before that, yeah. There's a headlock there.
Well, that could have been a penalty. That could easily have been a penalty.
Well, it should have been. Clearly Russell Anderson's got Webster in a headlock there. There's a great delivery in there. You've seen them flying to the top corners before?
Well, the referee had seen that. It would have been a penalty, I think. Well, remember the man of the match competition. These are the numbers to call, the text addresses to use, and if you agree with Mark Headley, you could win a signed shirt from the man of the match. Well, several candidates, no doubt about that. Tough decision to be made here. Darren Mackey penalised for barging into Nielsen from behind. The referee's going to speak to Darren Mackey. It's not his first infringement. Maybe his last involvement. He's going to get that yellow card and then I think leave the scene. He's going to go here, Mackey, I think.
Yeah, a yellow card for petulance. She don't like that as a manager. I don't mind picking a yellow card up for a tackle.
Well,
he's throwing the ball down into the ground.
Pace for pace here. Ricky Foster comes on. Jamie Smith's been moved through the middle beside Stevie Cropper, and Ricky Foster will play wide on the right. Very pacey young player. Well, clearly Aberdeen hoping to get a shooting chance for Jamie Smith before the end, which could win the game for them. So, 5 minutes plus stoppage time. There'll be a little bit of that. And still no indication that either side settling for a draw. Why should they? Elliott did well. Couldn't quite steer it towards Scatchell. First involvement there for Foster. There's Clark. Messon showing his two-footedness. He's picked out Dempsey with that. More by luck than good guidance, I think. Here's Jamie Smith. Setting up Muirhead on the run. That's good play. Muirhead crowded out in the end. That's good play again from Nielsen and Presley, showing a lot of faith in each other. Michael Eunice picks out Hartley. Trying to play that beyond the burn, but the covering player was Anderson. He's done well again. Skipper leading by example. Presley's clearance. Foul by Nielsen and Smith. Free kick to Aberdeen. One of these set pieces could make all the difference before the end.
This is where you have to keep your concentration fatigue getting in now. Mental fatigue, physical fatigue as a defender. Last 5 minutes of the game.
Smith with the delivery. Put away very safely by Presley. Chesnowskis towards Hartley. Oh, just enough on the ball by Anderson. But this is Scatchell, a chance for Hearts. Chesnowskis. Great defending by Chris Clark.
Poor first touch from Chesnowskis there. He knows Hartley did fantastic there. That's what we're accustomed to seeing him doing. And just that touch there.
3 additional minutes. Well, I could settle for quite a bit more than that, I must say. But here's Brellier now. Back it comes to Presley. Michael Eunice goes down very easily. And in fairness, doesn't look for anything. This is Smith. A run being made by Nicholson. Webster asking Gordon to come and collect. She duly does. Now Pisas. I wonder what Pisas makes of all this. Coming here from Benfica, Greek international. Chesnowskis. Very good interception again by Anderson. Outstanding play from the defender. Here's Jamie Smith. Crawford's on the left. Measures the pass. Dempsey's trying to get in the box. This is Smith. Oh, that's great play by Smith. Held up well by Presley. Excellent defending again by Presley.
Super play from Stephen Presley. That got fantastic play.
Here's Scatchell. Oh, he's taken out by Diamond. That was a shocker by Diamond. A real shocker by Xander Diamond. Now, he was lucky earlier in the match when he went in heavily on Jankowskis. This time there's going to be a card shown, and I just wonder what colour.
Flying through here. I've seen him do this on a number of occasions. That's a reckless challenge, that. And the goal scorer, Scatchell. Jumping in.
Studs showing.
Yeah, just catching him right in the end of the toe. No option for the referee. As long as it takes, he'll get him up and show him the card.
Well, it's undoubtedly going to be a card before long, and Rudy Scatchell also requires attention. Well, clearly doesn't want to leave the field. Scatchell being told he has to leave the field. He can't continue.
Little flick
well, that's
there.
a shocker, isn't it?
It's a standing foot as well. Yeah, pretty heavy contact.
Well, I'm slightly surprised he's not being replaced, even though it is so late in the match. And Diamond, the yellow card in hand there, waiting for him. He's going to have to go off the field as well. I don't think he's going to come back either this time.
That's the problem with that, the leg he had in the first minute of the game, I think, Jock.
Yeah.
It's the outside of that left knee.
Well, the yellow card was in the hand, but it was never shown to Diamond as far as I could see.
I think he actually said to the physio, by the way, tell him he's booked. I think he tapped him on the shoulder.
Andrew Considine has joined the Aberdeen defence. There he goes, the young man, 18 years old. Got to demonstrate real concentration for a very short period of time. That's Hartley flighting it towards Presley. Back it comes to Mikkel Eunice. This is Nielsen. Clearance came from Anderson. Hasn't changed the length of time to be added on, of course. The referee can do that without telling anyone, though. There's a minimum of 3 minutes, he said. That's a very good chance for Muirhead on the run. Craig Gordon has spotted the danger, though. Good goalkeeping by Gordon. Well, we've had confirmation that Diamond was yellow carded. Doesn't have to be shown the card, apparently. He'll be told that, as he was. Pisas with a pass. The layoff was a good one by Scatchell for Elliott. Chris Clark doing well and making a sensible decision not to try to play that back to his goalkeeper. So at least 1 minute and some seconds, perhaps a little more because of that injury to Diamond and to Scatchell. That's Anderson's clearance. It reaches Webster. Well, in fairness to Hearts, they are finishing the stronger and slightly the more likely, I would say.
I think Hearts have been the better side. Proverbial game of two, Hearts, Jock. I think Aberdeen far superior in the first 40 minutes of this game. And I think it's been pretty much Hearts in the second half for me.
They want more than a point. Hartley's cross is defended well again by Anderson. What a debt. Aberdeen 0-2. Their defenders, Anderson in particular, Diamond also. Considine has done well there. Slightly misjudged in flight there by Smith. That's a foul by Smith, surely. Oh, allowed to continue as Barry Nichols, if he scored off this, will be a riot, I think. Here's Crawford. Changing direction, angling that in towards Nicholson. It was just too high. Well, there was a real doubt about it being allowed to continue.
Yeah, great play, great little cross in there. Barry Nicholson just got himself in there too early. He's a midfield player, he needed to come in late onto them.
Foul by Elliott there on Considine. It's a free kick to Aberdeen and a last chance perhaps in the match for either side. Remember, it's a minimum of 3 minutes that we're on, and there was that stoppage after that decision was taken. Although I do suspect the referee might not be too happy to see a goal scored after the 3 minutes. And that is a free kick to Hearts. Challenge in the air penalised.
A fair result, 1-1 at the end of the day, Jock.
I think that's about right, isn't it?
I think so. I think
taking the whole 90 minutes into account, anyway.
Yeah, pretty competitive. I think both teams have had the periods. Very few out-and-out goal chances.
And it is in fact a draw in the end for Graham Rix. He's learned very quickly how tough this Scottish game can be. There's real camaraderie and a sense out there, despite the tough exchanges throughout the game, but there's real respect, I think, between both clubs and both sets of players, and that's thoroughly justified on the evidence of this match. For Graham Rix, he'll wonder how to get any kind of composure into the hurly-burly and the competitive nature of the Scottish game. He knows about that from his time at Dundee, but he may have noted that the pace has increased since he was last